My sister is seeing a married man, and I got beaten because of her. I have no idea where my idiot sister is because she went on vacation with her friends. All I know is that I'm going to pull her hair out when I see her. My sister and I go to the same university. Although we are 3 years apart, we are almost identical, and people always confuse us for twins. And today, I suffered because of that resemblance. As soon as I left campus to walk to my car, a lady threw herself at me and started dragging me by the hair while yelling all kinds of insults. By pure instinct, I fought back. Honestly, in that moment, I thought a homeless person had snapped from dementia or something. I grabbed her hair until my friends separated us. The woman was crying, and behind her were 2 more women arguing with my friends. She kept yelling that I was her husband's slut, and I had no idea what she was talking about. But then it clicked, my sister has been seeing some older man. She never tells me much, but she does show me the gifts he gives her. I told the woman she was looking for my sister. The other women started screaming that I must be just as slutty as my sister. I'm not. I think, and tried to fight me again, but the police arrived and it was all a mess. Now my scalp is scratched up, my back is scraped from the asphalt, and my hair hurts everywhere. And my sister isn't answering my calls so she can explain what the hell she did before I tell mom what happened. I know that if I tell my parents, they might even stop paying for her education because this is not the first time she's caused something like this to happen. Am I going to tell them? Yes. But first I need to talk to my sister. The humiliation of being beaten up at my own university for something I didn't do is too much. It gives me chills to think about going back on Monday and knowing that people probably think I caused all this when it was my sister's fault. I do feel empathy for the woman, honestly, but I didn't deserve that beating. My sister is not a good person at all, and it's easy to imagine her in a situation like this. At the very least, the woman should have asked for my name first. Update 1. Hi. My sister came back from her vacation a few days ago. I waited for her because I didn't want her to run away from telling our parents what happened, and I wanted her to be the one to confess everything. My sister lives with our parents. No, she's not a teenager. She's almost 30. I don't know why someone in the comments said she was being groomed. She's 28. There are people over 40 in college. You have to be an adult to even attend, so when she arrived, I was already there. When my parents asked what happened to me, I told them to wait until she was home so she could explain it herself. Many people don't understand that some people like being the other woman. Some enjoy feeling like they can sleep with anyone, even someone forbidden. My sister is that type. Since she was a teenager, she flirted with her friends' boyfriends. She did it to measure her worth compared to other girls. At least she never flirted with my boyfriends. She has some limits. Now that she's older, she prefers married men because, according to her, it's better to get gifts and fun without the responsibility of being the wife. At the end of the day, it's all self-esteem and ego issues. She needs to prove she can get whatever she wants. Anyway, a few days ago, the married man messaged her saying his wife beat him and kicked him out after discovering the affair. The woman found my sister's Instagram and messaged her, telling her to stay away from her family because apparently the man took his kids to some of his dates with my sister. And my sister, being the idiot she is, kept fighting with the woman, encouraging the drama, insulting her, and basically asking for a fight. She showed me the chat. She was egging her on. And that's how I ended up getting beaten. My sister said she didn't believe the woman would actually show up, and when I started messaging her, she ignored me because she didn't want the stress and knew she had screwed up. Honestly, so many comments told me my sister wasn't at fault that I almost believed it. Until I saw those messages practically begging for a fight. She's not a good person and never has been. I was furious, but my mother was even angrier. This isn't the first time our family has been affected by her drama. This time, we didn't lose money or friends, but I was physically attacked, which is worse. My sister tried to justify herself by saying she's single and has no responsibility toward someone else's marriage. But my mother told her that we all suffer because of her behavior, and that she's morally contributing to ruining families just to feed her ego. It ended with my sister throwing a tantrum, like always, and even blaming me for looking like her. This time, my father kicked her out of the house with her things. It was sad seeing my parents apologize to me for their adult daughter's behavior. Regarding the woman, she contacted me the next day, apologized, and offered to pay for medical expenses. I'm fine. She seemed calmer without her friends and said she had never done anything like that before, but she felt overwhelming hatred for my sister and her ex-husband because of what he said about her in front of the kids. She seemed sincerely regretful. A part of me wishes she had hit my sister instead, but that's not happening. Not much else happened. She didn't message me again. I just pray my parents keep their distance so I don't have to see my sister often. Final update. Hi. I remembered this account and was about to delete it, but I keep getting messages. So here's the last update. My sister is pregnant. She has a new boyfriend. Do the math. She started talking to my parents again. They ignored her for months until she told them she was pregnant. She knew exactly how to pull them back in. I hope she changes. I doubt it. She's already treating my mother like a free maid. My mom has to wash her clothes by hand and cook 24/7 because my sister can't lift a finger. My parents are older with health problems, but she doesn't care. I don't blame my parents, they're worried about the baby, and my sister is skilled at manipulation. Her boyfriend seems normal, but he doesn't have his own place, so they live with his parents. I've heard his mother wants them out. My parents are worried sick. All family gatherings will be at my house from now on because I'm not risking my sister showing up unannounced at my parents' home. On a different note, I've become casual friends with the woman who hit me. I'm sorry, but I'm not woke enough to condemn a woman for hitting her cheating husband and his mistress, yes, even though she hit me. She apologized for weeks and even got her friends to apologize. I forgave her. I did press charges, and she paid for my damaged hair. Actions have consequences, for everyone. The internet acts like they live in a fantasy world. Some people were telling me to get her imprisoned. Guys, that's not how real life works. People kill their families and don't get arrested. A fight in a parking lot isn't putting someone away for years. She hasn't divorced because she lacks money, but she's separated, and they don't live together. She's kind. And honestly, after hearing the disgusting audios the man sent my sister, with his kids' voices in the background, I would have beaten him worse. Exposing minors to that should be a crime. Her only mistake was hitting me instead of my sister. I will carry that frustration forever. Her children love her, and she's a good person. Human beings lose their minds sometimes. I'd like to see my sister face consequences someday, but life isn't fair. She always lands on her feet. The only relief I have is that my parents support my decision to only meet at my home or in public places from now on. And yes, I still hope someone hits her one day. For those who ask what money-related drama she caused, when she was in her early 20s, she had an affair with my father's boss. The boss's girlfriend found out, and my father was fired because of my sister. It was during a difficult period in our country. He received some money from a lawsuit, but it wasn't close to what he lost. It barely lasted. During political crises, even electricity can cost a third of a salary.